Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Chris Massimo back again with another Apex Legends gameplay. Hope you guys are doing well today, and man, oh man, I hope that you guys are actually really excited. You know, this is actually the last week, right? I'm actually looking forward to it. We have the new Season 7 that is going to be launching officially on the 4th of November, and oh my gosh, I'm just looking forward to it, guys. You know, I've been looking into a whole bunch of news, everything that's going on, and I have so much to go ahead and go over with you guys, especially with some of the news that we were able to go ahead and get from a lot of the game changers from EA. So of course, moving forward with that, we'll be sure to go ahead and address some of that. A lot of the other news that we've been hearing around lately, it's just some rumors, and majority of it is actually going to be a little bit more factual because I like to go ahead and keep everything as clear as I possibly can, obviously not get anybody's hopes up. So other than that, guys, I will see you guys in the next 10 seconds. Alrighty guys, welcome back to the video. So back to what I was mentioning earlier, obviously we have a lot of news that is coming to us, and first things first, one that I'm actually super excited about, and I know a lot of people are, it's just the fact that, you know, the Prowler is going away into the care package, and it's super unfortunate because, you know, I'm a huge fan of the Prowler, but hey, you know what, I'll admit it's an OP weapon, everyone loves to run it, just the fact that it's a heavy weapon, you can put 35 bullets within the mag, and it slows down people, and that thing is just crazy, especially with the burst mode. So you know what, I understand, I see exactly why that they actually ended up moving forward with it, but the biggest thing as well too is just the fact that something has to be replaced with that particular weapon, and it is the R99. So I'm super excited about it. I mean, obviously it's everyone's go-to gun, and you know, obviously, you know, we had the ability to go ahead and, I wouldn't say lose it, but it was in that care package for at least just for the full season of 6, and I know that obviously they're not going to go ahead and keep it the way that it was within the care package. So they're going to make some kind of changes to it. I'm not quite sure exactly what they're going to do. I hope that they actually do a little nerf to it. As much as I love the gun, you know, obviously it's just one of those particular guns that everyone runs within their actual setup, and since the R99 ended up leaving, you know, I was able to go ahead and just develop a different play style, or maybe just figure out some weapons that were actually really good within the game. So a lot of combos actually came out of it, especially from a lot of pro players and everybody, because usually you see the same setup, you know, it's either like an R99, R301, or a Mastiff or something, but especially now with this particular season, everyone was running like an R301, a Hemlock, Prowler, just different types of combos. But I feel like now that the R99 is coming back, you know, everyone's going to be using that particular weapon. So I feel like they're going to do some kind of nerf, just trying to make sure that they can utilize it a little bit better. Of course, I will be trying to run it as much as I possibly can, and obviously just trying to see if I can mix things up on the channel, because I don't want to just be running an R99 like crazy, as much as I love the gun and everything. But obviously, like I had mentioned, you know, we want to go ahead and keep things different and see exactly what changes that they make moving forward. And since we're on the topic of obviously going over some weapons, I know that the biggest one is actually going to be coming out, especially the Wingman. There's a new hop-up that's actually coming into the game, and as far as we know, it's going to be 2 hop-ups that are going to be available for this particular gun. So the Wingman and the RE45 are going to be getting a new hop-up called Quick Draw, and basically what it is, it's basically the actual name of the hop-up. It's basically gives you the ability to go ahead and just snap a little bit quicker. Obviously you can go ahead and have a little bit better accuracy when it comes to hip firing, and then of course it just allows you to have a pretty good advantage when it comes to those 1v1s in close quarters. And I think it's a great idea. You know, obviously I love the skull piercer, it's very essential, especially when it comes to headshots. But to be honest with you, I mean, how many of us are really actually aiming for headshots all the time? I mean, it really doesn't happen frequently, especially if you're in the middle of like a 1v1 situation. You're not just thinking, oh, let me just strictly aim for the head, because, you know, it's a small target. A lot of people are hitting majority of either just the body shots or just trying to go ahead and just hip fire. And you know, sometimes the hip fire can be good, sometimes it can't be. You know, it just really depends on obviously who you are as a player. I know personally for me, I don't run the Wingman as much as I probably should, but you know what, now that I see that there is going to be a new hop-up, I'm going to be utilizing it a lot more. And I just love the fact that this hop-up is going to be available for the RE45, because it just adds that extra factor of, hey, you know what, this gun actually can be used a little bit better as well. So moving forward, you know what, I'm actually excited for it. I can't wait to see exactly what kind of like videos and clutch plays actually come out of this, so we'll see what happens. And I know that another gun that's actually getting a buff as well too is going to be the L-Star. Now we don't know exactly what's happening to the L-Star. I know a lot of the game changers actually ended up pointing it out, and I'm actually glad about it. I mean, reason being is that because I've always said it, and especially in my previous videos, that the L-Star is a great gun, especially when you're getting it right off the bat as soon as you actually first land. If you can actually get your hands on an L-Star, it's just going to pack a punch like crazy, especially if people have no armor. It just deals so much damage, especially right up front. And obviously just the fact that, you know, it needs some love. There's a lot of people that just don't pick up a lot of the heavy machine guns, not so much anymore as they used to, because they haven't really been getting some love, and they just have actually been overshadowed by a lot of the new other guns as well. And honestly, in my personal opinion, the L-Star is a great gun, but just obviously the muzzle flash is just a little bit too crazy. Obviously, you can't actually see a lot of the things that you're shooting at. You have to have an iron sight on it, so I'm really excited to see exactly what they do. I know that the new Legend is supposed to be super awesome and super well balanced as well moving forward, but you know what, like I said, I'm really excited for everything that they go ahead and announce to us, and obviously we're going to be getting some type of patch notes to go ahead and move forward. There's actually a new LTM that's actually coming out as well too, and then for this particular LTM, there's actually just no guns whatsoever. And since there's no guns, a lot of people are actually just going to be able to go ahead and just explore the map, figure out the ring rotations. Obviously, I'm a little curious as to the way that they put this. Are people just going to be punching each other out, or is there going to be armor? What's going to be available to us? Or is it just everyone's going to be running to the final circle and then eventually just die, and then you get some type of win or something? Imagine if you drop a 4K damage just being able to go ahead and punch people out with no weapons. That would be just crazy. But of course, you know what, like I said, I'm really excited that they're moving in this particular direction. Obviously getting some new game modes, and I know that this is supposed to be a huge season for us moving forward, but that's just because of the delay with everything in regards of COVID and the pandemic. And another big thing that I want to go ahead and address is just the fact that this map looks so beautiful, guys. I wasn't able to go ahead and get the pleasure to go ahead and play on World's Edge, especially when everything was more lit up and not as dark, so I'm actually really glad that I'm able to go ahead and experience that for the first time in this particular game mode, or just the season in general. So I'm actually really looking forward to it. And obviously something that I want to go ahead and address is just the fact that there have been some rumors, or at least just some hinting lately. I know that the Apex developers or directors have been, just giving some sort of sign announcing to us that, they actually are looking to go ahead and just make Apex Legends more than actually just a battle royale. And honestly, I think it's a great direction, a great, obviously, concept to go ahead and move forward with, because, look at Call of Duty. Call of Duty has a whole bunch of different modes, as well as just the fact that you have the ability to go ahead and play the battle royale if you want to. So the Apex developers or directors are actually just looking into things as of right now, whether that's regardless of just maybe exposing some limited time modes and obviously just making it strictly a battle royale, or if they actually do some type of PvP. And honestly, I'm curious as to exactly what they would do, if they would just do a strictly team deathmatch, something like Call of Duty Mobile, or maybe Domination, or what game modes are they going to be able to go ahead and release to us? Is it going to be multiple squads, larger squads? Who knows? We honestly have to just wait and see and obviously figure it out. But of course, another big thing that I would just want to go ahead and address is just the fact that now that we're getting vehicles and everything else is actually just coming to us, I'm really curious as to everything else that they have to go ahead and plan and obviously add into the game. I know that there's going to be some people that are just going to be trying to goof off and add some type of stuff to the actual game that's just going to make it a little bit more frustrating. But it is what it is. There are going to be some bugs, obviously there really is all the time, especially when the new season just drops or new type of content actually drops as well. So honestly, we just have to adjust to it, wait and see exactly what happens. But until the update comes, like I said, we just got to be patient. So of course, moving forward, I know I wasn't able to go ahead and address the gameplay as much. This is just something I want to go ahead and go over the last few information that we know. So over here, I'm running a Volt and a Prowler. A Volt and an R99. And honestly, I always just forget. Usually I actually don't pick up care package weapons. I like my other teammates to go ahead and get them. But I was feeling it. And especially with the R99 up close, I knew I was just going to go ahead and shred. And look at this. Obviously, I was able to go ahead and just one clip this lifeline. And that's actually the main legend you always want to go forward with. Especially if lifeline is going to be getting this nerf finally. But especially as of right now, just knock the lifeline down. Don't worry about the reses as of the moment. But luckily, I honestly thought my teammates were either not going to clutch it or anything. And I'm not saying that they're bad or anything at all, but it's just the fact that, I solo queue a lot. And with that being said, since I solo queue, I just have no form of communication telling them where they're at. But I'm excited for the clubs that are coming to Apex Legends as well. So other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and that you guys have a great rest of your day. You guys stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.